What's up, people of the kingdom? It is the Toad Warrior, and I've been pretty quiet on the latest entry into the Pokemon franchise, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, on my channel. So I figured with the new trailer coming out yesterday, I figured it would be best to tackle all of the new updates at once, rather than having to upload multiple videos periodically with each new update. So, without further ado, let's get started on our first topic of discussion. Necrozma being the main Pokemon in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which is apparent from it taking over, it looks like, Solgaleo or Lunala's bodies and making a new form for itself out of that. Now, I'm not sure if that will be similar to Kyurem from Black 2 and White 2, where you could absorb in and out repeatedly with an item, or if it's location based or something entirely different. We will have to see about that, but I'm interested to see how it goes. Necrozma wasn't that much featured in the original Sun and Moon, only added as an afterthought after the Ultra Beast mission, and I'm curious to see what they will do now that Necrozma is the main Pokemon of the game, taking over the two mascots from the previous ones. Now, going on, we also have a new form of Lycanroc that was introduced a while back. I honestly do not like it. I feel it's a rehash. It's just an attention grabber, cash cow. We already have two good Lycanroc forms, which is enough, in my opinion. I don't know why they added this new Lycanroc, but I will say that it's not really going to add much, except for the excuse they needed to add a new Z move for all of Lycanroc's forms, Splintered Storm Shards. Now, it's unknown as to what attack it's based off of, and as such, we do not know its base power, but what we do know is that it has the ability to destroy any active terrain, which is an interesting side effect, and one that will be highly valued due to the abundance of Tapu Lele and Tapu Koko present. So we will see how much this new Z move will be used, and we will see what its viability will be. Now, while we're on the subject of new Z moves, another new Z move introduced was the Z move for Kommo-o, based on its clanging scales. Now, unlike Splintered Storm Shards, we know what move this is based off of, and what it can do. It inflicts massive amounts of damage on both sides of both Pokemon on the opposing side, much like Clanging Scales did, and it also, after the move is executed, gives you an extreme Evo boost level of stat boosts, boosting all 5 main stats by 2. Now, each of those by itself is fine, but when you put them together and combine the fact that this is a sound move that can go through substitutes, this is an extremely overpowered move that they really need to think about nerfing in order to make it even remotely close to fair for the rest of the game, since everyone will now be wanting to use a Kommo-o with Clangor Soul Blaze just to inflict massive amounts of damage and get +2 in every stat. That's just my opinion. You can let me know down below what you think about what I say, but I believe that this is an overpowered move, and they will need to do something about it. Moving on. Ultra Beast type. There's been a lot of talk about this new Ultra Space travel tech mechanic. With the, as you can see, you have a world for each individual beast, as well as the Ultra Megalopolis, if that's how I'm pronouncing it, which seems to be a hub world for the Ultra Space and this new Ultra Recon Squad that they've added into the game. Now, I'm very curious to see what each of these Ultra Worlds will hold. I know each one is specific to one particular Ultra Beast. As you can see, Nihilego on the top left, Xurkitree on the bottom right, or bottom left, top left Nihilego, bottom left Xurkitree. So we will see what each world will come upon. We'll have to fight each one of them, I will assume, but I'm curious. This is very unique to see what they're going to do with each of these worlds. And while we're on the topic of Ultra Beasts, they've added 3 new ones. From Sun and Moon, they had 7 in the first games, and now they've added 3 more from left to right: UB Burst, UB Assembly, and UB Adhesive. A Ghost Fire, Steel Rock, and Poison types, respectively. Now, from what I've gathered, UB Burst is an Ultra Sun exclusive, while UB Assembly is Ultra Moon exclusive, while UB Adhesive does not seem to be an exclusive to either game. It's interesting to see what their stat spreads will be. I can only assume that UB Assembly will be a type of, like a Bastiodon type of Pokemon in typing, as well as in stats, being high in defense, while UB Burst, we've seen, has its special move Mind Blown, which deals massive amounts of damage in exchange for half your HP and recoil. It's interesting to see what combinations can be done with that, and I'm very curious to see what all 3 of these Ultra Beasts will be like in the actual game itself. In conclusion, this is an interesting game. I'm definitely gonna buy it when it's released because I want you guys to see firsthand what all it's got. I believe it's going to be very different from the first game, although the island challenge is the same as before. I do see that we will have many different options as far as gameplay that will be massively helpful in the game, and there are new dynamics galore in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I'm wondering to see what they will be. For instance, the Mantine surfing minigame to travel between islands. This is akin to something long forgotten, the old Pikachu surfing minigame from dozens of years ago. I'm wondering if it'll be a repeat of that, and if this will be scored or on any scale. Also making a debut in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the Alolan Photo Club, which I'm not sure if this is going to be kind of redundant, considering we already have the Pokefinder on Sun and Moon. I don't know if this is just an expanded version of that, and I'm trying to figure out, is this going to be like the PR videos of X and Y, or will it be something entirely different? I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to X and Y in that sense, but again, we will have to wait and see. Now, feel free to leave a comment down below with your opinion, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, and why. I will be answering plenty of questions on that front, and yeah, I, along with the rest of you, eagerly await the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and we will see you when they come.